The second plan they were planning with the Nigerian government is to somehow let Onyendu come out maybe a day before, be in Finland, come into the venue, declare on that day to render our just to render so many things, to what they wanted that. But that didn't work out because they never liked Abatobie. They don't respect him. When he give rules, they don't respect him. These are people that they mob him on the back end. They crowd him. They destroy him. They put him in a position where the poor boy cannot, poor man, sorry, cannot even move, cannot talk. But he knows what they are made of. He knows their plan. But that has been their modus operandi for some time, for the years. So that's what they put him in such a tight corner that sometimes Odogu does something, you start to wonder, is this something, this decision coming from somebody like him? So that has been how they operate behind the scene. They don't respect him. They hate him so much. That is why even when he give an instruction, some of these other mediocres on the other aspect, on the other angle, will be saying, oh, it is not from Obatobie, let him drop.
Is going to be, this government will be dissolved. Immediately we start getting recognition from the international community. And then we'll start the preparation for the transitional government. That is the reason we have the de facto government functional. The structure is already in place. So as soon as the recognition start coming from the United States, every other person follows. United Nations follows. And that will start the preparation for the transitional government. So those people that are putting their coach in a very high place, like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and all of them, they will also be running, and that's...
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone and depending from where you're watching us from. This is Biafra Watchman TV. We are live and we are direct. We are here once again to bring you the gospel of redemption. We are here once again to speak that bitter truth without fear or favor. If today is your first time of coming across our video, please like, subscribe and share so that YouTube will distribute the video to go more viral. Alright, a quick one. Biafrans. 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 I want you people to ask Ngozi Orandeze, what is she doing in Finland? You know, acting Prime Minister Genkere made a video. I said, why, Ngozi, what are you going to Finland to do? Truth of the matter is this. Ngozi, before he made that video, Ngozi have been in Finland. I got an intel. Somebody reached out to me. He said, Biafrans should be at alert. Ever since today, very, very weak. After I had the discussion, the person was very weak. Very, 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 very weak. Was very weak. Ngozi has been in Finland a couple of days now. And according to the person, said Ngozi have been having meetings. Some politician from Nigeria in Finland. They've been having meetings. No, EM case seems it's next month. So they are in Finland with Ngozi. And according to the person, said Ngozi is feeding them with some vital informations they will use against PM in the court. I have to say it the way it is. I have to say it the way I was told. If you like, it's just heaven bears me witness that I speak out. Even bears me witness that as I heard, instead of me to conceal it, I speak it out. They've been having meetings. They needed things they will use to nail PM. And according to the person, let me pass the message to Biafrans. According to the person, they said PM is convicted. They will strip him. Finland will strip him of his citizenship. And once they strip him of his citizenship, he will be repatriated. He will be renditioned to Nigeria. This is how I received it. I have to say it. Ah! As I received the message, so I passed it. And for government in exile, this is time for you people to swing into action. Time for you people to swing into action. Time to communicate with that attorney. Pass this message to her. Because now, if you wrote a go fe. If you wrote a that and that swallowed fufu has equally licked the soup. That's the proverb. The thing that ate the fufu have equally licked the soup. So the plate is empty. The plate is damn empty. No. We saw this day. We saw this day. I'm not making up stories. I am not making up stories. I'm not telling lies. I always place myself on road each time I'm on my camera to talk about Biafra. What I said is nothing but the truth. As I received it, so I do what? I passed it to Biafrans. Ask yourself question. Ask yourself question. That is why it hurts me. I read a comment somebody wrote in my comment section. He said, I can equally pass my message without using abusive words. I concur with you, but sometimes I get frustrated because a lot of people have paid a price for this Biafra. A lot of people have paid for this Biafra. A lot of people are into solitary confinement for this Biafra. Why did somebody choose or volunteer himself to be used as a willing tool to frustrate and to destroy what have taken the lives of millions of people? This is a question I'm asking myself. There are some kind of offer that if you love yourself and it's not yourself, if you love your generation, there's some kind of offer you will not take. There's some kind of offer you will not take. What did ngozi stands to gain? What did ngozi stands to gain? If this Biafra have taken lives of people, it's not achieved. What did she stands to gain? Is a question I've been asking myself since today. What? Is it money? Is it position? Abacha had the money. Abacha was so, in fact, Abacha, how would I put it now? Abacha was so feared. Abacha at a time, the life and the buy of people are in his hands. But at the end of the day, Achapide gave the power, gave the money, answer the call of nature. That's the pure fact. That's nothing but the truth. All this power and money that will go extra mile, that will go to a point that decision people take to achieve the power, to achieve the money, affects generation. What's the essence? Live in this life, how long? How many years will you live? How many years? Why did some people choose not to? Why did some people not choose not to have a good name that even generation yet unborn, each time they remembered the name or each time they read about that name, they will aspire to know more about the person. They will aspire to know more about the person. There are some people, Ujuku is late, but we fighting for Biafra, God of Biafra land. They still honor that name. Because of what? His legacy. Why can't people choose legacy instead of money? Why can't people choose good legacy instead of money? Throughout today, I'm very, very weak. You that is following ngozi, if I may ask you, what other thing do you need to see for you to know that the hand in that pot of soup is the hand of woman, not even monkey or chimpanzee? Now, it's so clear that that hand or that finger you are seeing in that pot of soup, ever since you have been following MNK, if I may ask you that is following ngozi, ever since you have been following MNK, have MNK brought out Nigeria bank accounts for Biafrans to pay money into? It's a question I'm asking you. You that is following ngozi, and truly you know you want Biafra, we're fighting for Biafra restoration. I want to ask you, because we'll have to go back for how we started. That time you joined IPOB. That time MNK was preaching, was educating Biafrans in Radio Biafra. That time you are not yet convinced about Biafra. Though you've been hearing about Biafra, but you're not yet convinced. If MNK, after preaching or after educating Biafrans on Radio Biafra, and at the end of the day, you now directed Biafrans to go and pay money into an account that is a Sharia account, that is an Islamic account, will you take MNK serious? Will you look at MNK and said, indeed, this man is fighting for Biafra? I'm asking you, you that is following Ngozi Orabizi, because to you, she is doing it right. You've not seen anything that she's doing that is contrary to the principle of this Biafra restoration. Have you seen? If MNK should tell Biafrans to go and pay money, you saw it clearly. She herself posted it. We're not making up stories here. We are not making up stories. We are saying it the way it is. If MNK should bring out that very account and you see it boldly that is an Islamic account, will you take MNK serious? Will you say indeed MNK is fighting for Biafra restoration? Why now? All of us, we are all students of MNK. Have you forgotten how MNK used to come to Radio Biafra? Before he come to Radio Biafra, there will be a notice and publication. Come to Radio Biafra with their pen and paper, and also with a dose of common sense. MNK will come to Radio Biafra and educate Biafra up to 4 hours. Up to 4 hours educating Biafra, educating you, sensitizing you on things you got to do in fighting for your freedom. And things once you see this thing, you know that this person is not fighting for freedom. MNK took his time to educate and tutor us that at a point, most of us graduate, if it happens to, because it's a Radio Biafra, it's a University of Radio Biafra. At a point, some of us graduated that there's nothing you can tell us about this Biafra anymore. There's nothing you can tell us about freedom, because it has tutored and lectured us to a point that while we are sleeping, even in the dream, once you see somebody that says he's fighting for Biafra and he's doing or she is doing some certain things, right there in the dream, you will say, no, this person is not fighting for freedom. That is the point MNK educated us to. What is happening to you people today? Are you telling me that you people actually fighting for this freedom? To you all following ngozi, are you telling me that indeed, truly, you people are really fighting for your freedom? Let me remove Biafra here now. Are you telling me truly you are fighting for your freedom? MNK have told you. Even he used himself as a case study. He said anytime she started speaking, or he's not that he's propagating the gospel of Biafra, and his voice started changing. He started doing things that would suit the narrative of Nigeria, of Zoo, as he said. That if in propagating this Biafra restoration, he started using words like wait, have patience, man. Next person behind him to get him down. You saw him in Nigerian courts. You saw him. You saw how bold he is. You saw how that, people said he can only roar or rant on Radio Biafra. If he comes down to Nigeria, he cannot do so. But you saw him in Nigerian court. Do you see any changes in him when he was broadcasting on Radio Biafra and right there in the oppressor day? You see any changes? He told the prosecutor of Nigeria, when the man said, you are insulting me, he said, if you insult yourself, I will insult you. You see how he is talking to Intanyako. You don't have the moral justification. Try me. That you cannot try Nnamdi Kanu. Saw him. What is really happening? What is really happening? If Simon happens to paste Nigeria account, that time came out, or that time MNK was renditioned, you that joined Biafra's restoration or Biafra's struggle, that Simon made you to join Biafra. Because there are people, MNK, like me, it was MNK, though Biafra is, the burning desire of Biafra is in me, but MNK made me to come very close, to come closer, and to be participating in the quest for Biafra restoration. So in this quest for Biafra, there are people whom MNK spoke to their soul, they joined Biafra. There are some people whom PM Simon Eba spoke to, they joined Biafra. And I'm asking you, before you join Biafra, courtesy of Simon, if that time Simon is doing exposition and talking about Biafra, at the end of the day, Simon will now paste Nigeria Bank or Sharia Bank on his Twitter page and telling Biafrans to go and pay money for Biafra restoration. Will you take Simon serious? Will you tell yourself that indeed this guy is fighting for Biafra restoration? I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. You know how DOS and Nigerian state attacked Simon? You know how they attacked him? You know how Nigeria or DOS were digging so deep to get some certain secrets, to get some certain information about Simon? At the time they published Umweri account, they went as far as there's nothing DOS didn't do to make sure they indicted Simon. They went deep. You want to tell me that that time PM was around, that this Islamic bank account is in that New Dimension account and DOS will not dig it out? To you that said that account that PM, like Kelena TV said, that PM told Ngozi to do what? To protect mandate. That she should protect mandate. You want to tell me that if where time PM was around, that this Islamic account is in that New Dimension account, TOS members will not dig it out to prove a point to Biafrans that Simon is working for Nigerian government? Because I know for sure that account, that New Dimension mandate account, the account in that New Dimension is not Nigeria account. It's not Islamic account. It's not Islamic account. They, Ngozi, gave Biafrans, gave you people first Sharia, and that very bank won the best bank of Sharia 2023 or 2024. You didn't ask yourself, how come? What really happened? How come we are fighting for Biafra and all of a sudden Ngozi brought Islamic bank to a point that the bank even won the best Islamic bank in Nigeria? You didn't ask yourself question, if this thing is not a red flag, what then will be a red flag to you? People like us lamented so much. She removed the account and brought FCMB. I was talking to one of my friends. I told him about FCMB. He said, is a northern account too. It's northern bank rather. He said it's the northern bank that his sister worked in that bank. I said, really? He said it's another bank. The highest shareholders of that bank are northerners. I said, what? Then I asked myself, why is it this woman so lean to the north? I could remember when they were say they're sharing palliative, oh, ihe mebiri na asị ka ajụjụ ana a ga-ajụkwa na-ewi o. Asị ka ajụjụ ana a ga-ajụ ewi because na ewi and 5 and 6 I could remember when they were sharing palliative, saw that the Biafran government in exile shared palliative to people in Kaduna and on those northern side. And I asked question, does it mean that the people in Biafra land have gotten the whole palliative that we are now sharing palliative to people in the north? And the person who collected the money and the person who spearheaded that sharing of palliative is this Ngozi. Ngozi, what bond did you have with Ndugu? The bond you were with Ndugu? Their political activities in Nigeria is mostly in the northern part of Nigeria. Ngozi, what did we do to you? Ngozi, do you know that we are the children of the book? Do you know that we are the children of Ndibo? Do you know the rat? Do you know the curse you are bringing to your generation? Why are you trying so hard? We, the children of the book, we are trying so hard to make sure we pull out from Ndebirugu, whom Britain forcefully join us together. We are trying so hard to liberate ourselves from Ndebirugu, because you are doing everything possible to join us to Ndebirugu. The same thing Igbo politicians are doing everything to join us in Ndebirugu, uncircumcised, for people who are not hearing Igbo. Ngozi is doing everything. We are trying to liberate ourselves from the uncircumcised that Britain forcefully, gather us together. We are trying to pull ourselves from them. And I not put my idea because they are not Are you not asking yourself question? If I may ask you, what Ngozi is doing? Is it the ordinances we have been following this fight for Biafra restoration? Is it the ordinances we are following? What is really happening? What is really happening? Why are you not asking yourself question? So you sit down and ask yourself, what Ngozi is doing, is it in accordance of what MNK taught us on what freedom fighting ought to be, and people who are at the forefront of freedom fighting, what they ought to do? I could remember when we were in secondary school and primary school, each time they change a new teacher, comes, and that teacher is teaching us. If we discover that that teacher is not as sound as our previous teacher, each time he's solving mathematics, based on the teacher that taught us is very sound. Each time the new teacher is teaching us and we discover that she's not as sound or he's not as sound, sometimes we correct him or her We will tell the teacher, our previous teacher did not, taught us like this. So this is the formula. This is the formula. This is the formula. He or she was using in solving this arithmetic. Sometimes we'll start revolting. Once we cited that teacher, we students will frown our face. We'll say this woman don't come in here. We'll be murmuring. At a point, we'll summon courage to tell our principal, we don't like this teacher. That this teacher don't know what he's teaching. Do you know that students sack teacher? Do you know that students sack teacher? Once the student assess you, that is why when you are going to teach some certain students, the principal will tell you, see these students, they are very smart, very, very smart. Each time you want to teach them, each time you want to take them on subjects, prepare yourself very well. Prepare yourself very well because they are very smart. They are not the kind of students who will just wake up, you go there because you are a teacher. Whatever you teach, they will take it. And you yourself as a teacher, you will witness it. Each time you enter class to teach them and they discover that you are not sound, you will see them start murmuring. They will tell the principal. The next, they will tell their parents. And during PTA meeting, teachers' parents meeting, the parents will complain that their children are complaining that the teacher that is taking them on English or maths or any subject, that he or she is not sound. Before you know it, the school will tell the teacher, man, your services are no longer needed. Why am I using this example? MNK have taught us to a point that once we see somebody that presents him or herself to be piloting the affairs of Biafra, if you are not sound, if you are not doing what you ought to do as a freedom fighter, we will say no. MNK have exposed us. MNK have made us to think wide. MNK have vast our knowledge. MNK have vast our acumen when it comes to freedom fighting. And we are saying that what Ngozi is doing, no. It doesn't tally. It doesn't tally. Forget about, she will come up and say, Nigerian terrorist state. I have said this thing countless times. Forget about that. Let that thing not move you. Let it not move you. Let it not move you. If you are a good spy, you must learn how to, even if it warrants for you to attack your wife, your husband, your children, for you to prove to the people that sent you on a mission that you are with them, you will do it. That's the work of spy. That's the work of agent. That she is calling Nigeria terrorist state, Nigeria zoo, Nigeria this. Forget about it. She's doing her job. Forget about what she's saying. Watch her body moves. Watch her body language. You will know more from her body language. Forget about the words. Her words, the words of spy and agent will deceive you. How you will know that this person is an agent or a spy is the body move, the eyes. Pay close attention to the body movement. You will know that indeed this person is on a mission. What is the body language of Ngozi Orabeze? When PM was around, the people in de facto government, he never published their name. I could remember after forming the government, after forming the cabinet, the people from homeland, he wrote their name with initial, not full name. He wrote their name in initial. He said the people, while he was making brokers, he said the people, their name, was an abbreviation. Is the people in homeland, the de facto cabinets. What did Ngozi do? Ngozi told Obaseki, if he wants, she will give him the admin from coastal region. Ask them if their region is in Biafra or not. He didn't convince Obaseki that the people from coastal region, they are Biafrans. You that claim to be deputy prime minister, you that claim to be the surrogacy, you that claim to be the acting prime minister, you that claim to be the COS, you couldn't convince, you couldn't educate Obaseki that the people from coastal region, they are Biafrans. You couldn't educate him, but you told him that if he wants, you will give him the number from people, number of admins from coastal region, so that they will educate him that they are Biafrans. Whereas you that claim to be the leader, you don't educate him. Yeah. How do we manage to get to this point? It's very simple. Negligence. God have mercy. God have mercy. To you that is following Ngozi, you are not doing Ogen Kerio. You are not doing Sonia Barawa. You are not doing Chiamaka Ajere. You are doing to yourself. The more this Biafra freedom delays, the more it hurts you. Ngozi is in her 60s. Ngozi is in her 60s. You are a young person. Biafra comes today, it will benefit you more than Ngozi. It will benefit you. Ngozi is in her 60s. She's no longer a kid. She's in her 60s. You, young person that is following her, you are doing to yourself. Now, I made a video said it's high time to unravel who is this Ibrahim Ali. Ibrahim Ali. I ask Kenenna, in your lineage, in your generation, down to the fourth or first generation of your lineage, is there any person that answers Ali or Ibrahim? That's a question I asked Kelena TV. But he couldn't answer the question. Kudos to George Oha. George Oha, at your way salute. You did a great job. There's a tweet you made. You said, Ngozi, we were having meetings with Nigerian politicians. As one you guys held in Netherlands. George, what you said is nothing but the truth. Somebody called me and confided in me because he is having meetings with delegates of our Abuja regime. And you challenged her in that tweet that she should come and debunk you so that you unleash more. George, I beg, if you have anything about this, Ngozi, please. You are doing it for the sake of Biafra. Don't forget, Biafra first. There is one particular of my follower. Each time I read that his comment or her comment, I don't know if she's a woman or a man. She will just come and comment Biafra first. That thing always encourages me. That your comment, it give me morale. Look at what George wrote. This is the Ibrahim Ali that Ngozi Orabeze is working with. They both share proceeds of funds from her donation. Defeated their circle months back. Infiltrated their circle months back to gain private information, including a bank statement, which includes their transaction. Ibrahim Ali is not just a politician, but also highly connected to a top member of Arewa movement. As you know, they operate with militant Boko Haram. I won't divulge the rest. Let it be known that I tried my best to warn Biafrans. And I want great length to get to his phone number. I come again. This is Ibrahim Ali that Ngozi Orabeze is working with. They both share the proceeds of the funds from the donation. Donations infiltrated their circle months back to gain private information, including the bank statement, which includes the transaction. Ibrahim Ali is not just a politician, but also highly connected and a top member of Arewa Republic movement. As you know, they operate with militants like Boko Haram. I won't divulge the rest. Let it be known that I tried my best to warn Biafrans. I went to great length to get his phone number. Biafrans on here, people following Ngozi. I believe you all have heard it. This has been in circulation anyways. Now, look at the one I could see. That's good. I was requesting for the statement. Check for donors during our fundraising event. Check Marvelous Arinze. Festus Ezechukwu. See that boy called Marvelous Arinze. See that boy called Marvelous Arinze. You are a young guy. Don't know what you are doing to yourself. You don't know what you are doing to yourself. A young guy like you, who's supposed to be very smart. I believe, or I don't know, maybe you are an obedient guy. Because a lot happened. A lot happened because when Ngozi started all this her madness, there's one group she was adding people like Tomorrow No Day. She was adding people. I was asking myself, how is Ngozi getting all these people that she's adding? Adding people like Tomorrow No Day. I called my guy, I say, Bobo, you dey see what I see, say, oh boy. Say he himself is even surprised the way this woman is adding people. Maybe this Marvelous Arinze is part of the obedience. He was the one that said PM was the one that approved Islamic Bank in the new dimension. That is why PM told Ngozi to protect the mandate. See his name here. Marvelous Arinze. Now here, hello Ibrahim, good day sir. Good day Ibrahim, how is everything? You as a Biafra, you are asking Ibrahim Ali to confirm for you the money you donated in the quest or the fight for Biafra restoration. According to Master Prophet. Also, no ne ono ga-amara ife. No ne ono ga-amara ife. A Biafran, an Igbo guy, is asking Ibrahim Ali to confirm the money he paid for his own freedom. Ibrahim Ali is the person he is asking. He said, okay, Festus Ezechukwu is another one. Still marvelous. Benjamin Jidofo, Charles Modi, we are doing accounting. Okay. Okay, you are doing accounting. There are things we don't know. Matthew Ekong. See if you can find it. I have marked the ones. What was what I receive? Okay. History has been in circulation anyways. It has been in circulation. Biafrans. So in conclusion, you that is following ngozi, if you have followed the trajectory of this Biafra restoration, you have followed MNK, you have followed PM, ask yourself what ngozi is doing today. Is it in accordance of the principle these men have been fighting for this Biafra restoration? Have PM pasted Nigeria account on his Twitter handle or X handle? Something applicable to MNK. Why the person you are following is publishing the account, Nigeria account, for Biafrans to donate money. Biafrans who are on ground zero to donate money. Is it what MNK taught you? When MNK formed ESM, even people back home said they want to donate, said wait, they should wait, that their safety is his utmost priority. No need to collect money from them. At the end of the day, DSS will connect with the bank or EFCC. They will give them the names of people that donated money. He said their security is his utmost priority. Look at your madam publishing the names. Publishing the names of people on ground zero in de facto. Is it not endangering their life? Is it not endangering their life? If I may ask you, if this thing is not sabotage, tell me what else is sabotage? You see all these things and you are following her. God have mercy on you. Little or genuine Biafrans, we must continue. Regardless, we will not give up. We will not surrender. Biafrans, don't forget how I started. I said you people should ask Ngozi, what is she doing in Finland? Who is she having meetings, series of meetings with? Who is she giving information about PM? Now PM case is on the way. Who is she giving information about PM? I got the information from a reliable source. She denied not being in Finland. Look at ever since you've been seeing her, ever since you've been doing this Biafra this thing, have you seen her in such car? She used to drive herself while in USA, but she posted a video while a taxi, why she was in a cab. Because if you looked at that video, you know she was in a cab, and you know that the settings of that place is not US. She has been in US since Saturday. She has been in US. Heaven no go no more. For Biafrans to be vigilant. Government in exile. This is time for you people to do what? To go at work. This is time for you people to go at work. Because if you what ate fufu also leak the soup. This is the very state we are in. Keep following her. Keep donating your money to her. And you've not asked yourself, all this money we've donated in the name of security, in the name of Liberation Forces or Liberation Army, how far is this money going to the Biafran Liberation Army? Are you really working with them? Do you even have your own army? If you have your own army, tell us. We can't be giving you money every Saturday. We will do donation. Unless I forget, if you watch the last fundraising you guys had, check where she was during the fundraising. You will discover it changed from where she used to be during you guys fundraising. Go and check where she sat during this last fundraising your people had. You will discover it's a different background entirely. Different background entirely. Looking at that place, you know it's a hotel. You will know it's a hotel. You don't want to ask her, money you've been donating, money you've been contributing, what is it for? Is it for men on ground, actually? If it is for men on ground, why is it that the person who you guys know that PM always talk about, Butuzo, said he's not working with you? Who then are you working with? Who is your commander? You know, there was a video I saw also. She said if there's anybody that had a video or have evidence that PM suspended or sacked Caterpillar, the person should bring it should bring it on. I could remember in one of the this thing that leaked, the conversation between Adade Oramma, 247, and the so-called Nkwacha and Agi. That Mpobotra ha duku kabelo okrika. That Agi duku kabelo okrika. Mpoboto. In that discussion, what's his name? Nkwacha said Adade Oramma was saying that she heard that Caterpillar was giving money, that she has evidence that Caterpillar have not delivered what they gave him money to deliver. In that video, what's his name? And the one called Agi don't want her to talk. She doesn't want her to talk, but Solomon Nkwacha said, allow her. So at the end of the day, Solomon Nkwacha said, there's nothing of such. There is nothing of such. And she should stop this misinforming our people. She should stop misinforming our people. In the same discussion, Ugo 247 said whether Adade Oramma know the contribution of Caterpillar. Whereas I could remember this Ugo 247 have made video about Caterpillar in the past. He has made video about Caterpillar in the past. When this front and back was going on between Caterpillar, Madam Azoka, and Simon, when they were having issues, 247 talked about the issue. The 247 said, Caterpillar is the one that stopped the pipe in a Hamufu. I don't know. Only them know. There's also a video I saw where Caterpillar was telling Adade Oramma he should stop blackmailing him. No, I said Adade Oramma is man. If you keep talking about that woman, see this Adade Oramma. According to Obi said, no onye a mejọrọ ndị ọjọọ, onye a mejọrọ ndị ezigbo mmadụ, onye a mejọrọ ezigbo mmụọ, onye a mejọrọ ajọ mmụọ. Adade Oramma, this woman offended a lot of people. She lied against a lot of people. Now she's terrified. Very, very terrified. She don't want to expose Ngozi again because Ngozi, they've told her that Ngozi have a lot of things that if she unleashed it, if she published it on media, she considered for her to release the audio and Biafran would say to Fiakwa, and for her to return back. Yesterday I saw her, she was doing program with Ngozi on a basic video. Shame on you. You think Ngozi don't know you. Ngozi knows you are terrible. Ngozi knows that you are really terrible. You think doing all these things will made Ngozi not to be seeing you the way she used to see you. Nothing changed. She knows that you are pretending. She knows that the reason why you are doing this thing is because she had strong thing. She have strong evidence against you that if she unleash it, it will fall from media. So she know that you are just pretending. That had it been, she don't have such evidence against you. People say that they van media now. You're supposed to be dragging her up and down on media. But you've seen that she has strong thing against you. You decided to be a repentant person. You think she herself don't know that what she's doing is very wrong. You think she herself don't know that she's on a mission. You think she don't know? Okay. You think she don't know? She knows very, very well. Somebody that is doing good knows that he's doing good. If you are doing bad, you know that you are doing bad. If you know that you are doing something that will hurt an organization or hurt somebody or hurt what people are doing, if you are doing something contrary, you know. She herself knows that she is doing something contrary, something that will hurt the struggle. So if you coming to praise her, especially you that both of you share some certain secrets. You guys confide on each other some certain things, and you are coming, you want to run, you want to paint her a bad person. You want to escape. You want to dodge so that she herself will be the bad person. She herself will be the bad egg. She have told you go nowhere. Both of you started this. Because when she came into this struggle, she used money to entice you guys. Very soon, the next video, Biafrans will listen how you were praising Ogenkere, blessing Ogenkere, saying that Ogenkere covered their shame. Today, you are calling that same Ogenkere names. Somebody you said with your own mouth that he covered their shame, that your shame you don't want it to come out. He covered it. He covered your shame. When it looks as if you were naked, he clothed you. Removed shame from your eyes. Remove shame from you. You are on media, slandering his name. You don't have conscience. You people, you don't have conscience. Had it been you are slandering his name when you know he's doing something that will be detrimental to Biafra struggle. So, as I am, you cannot give me something, and you are doing something I know that will affect the struggle negatively. I will not talk. I must talk, regardless of the kind favor you rendered for me. Regarding the kind gesture you've shown me. But so long as you are doing something that will affect the struggle negatively, I will voice out. Had it been you are doing so, that Oge is doing something that will hurt the struggle negatively, that is why you are blackmailing or you are attacking him. It's well understood. This one, the guy did nothing. Just that the woman said, come and account, say, why would you call me to account for you? Am I answerable to you? I'm answerable to PM. Regards to if PM is the one that is in right position to audit me. Look at the confessions you made in all your videos. Say who made her prime minister, deputy prime minister. That you hear that people are calling her deputy prime minister, and you started calling her deputy prime minister. But when we are saying who made her deputy prime minister, you were attacking us. But now you are saying you heard that people are calling her deputy prime minister, and you started calling her. You say, why must she be answering honorable? Whether she has restored Biafra for you. That she cannot be answering honorable why you guys are still in exile, that Biafra have not been restored. The same Biafra you said you are now in United States of Biafra. The same you was saying you are now in United States of Biafra. The same you again from your mouth is saying that Ngozi should stop answering honorable because she has not restored Biafra. If she restores Biafra, that you can lick her boots. You can even lick her legs. Because she has restored Biafra. You are still in exile. You are still in another man's country. You are still suffering in another man's country. That's what you said. Now you've returned back. And I asked you, returning back, is it because the things you said about Ngozi are lies? Is it because the question you asked, the things you objected, like saying that our people on Ground Zero should pick up arms to defend themselves? He said you are not in support of it because the people they are buying, they are very poor. They can't afford that arms. And moreover, Kala and all these arms are not something that you can easily go into the market and buy. You said, what is the work of Biafra Liberation Army? Because PM established them to defend our people. You ask a very sensitive questions. That is your crime. That is why you were suspended. Now you've returned back. Now you've pleaded to them